Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the organics, does everybody know where Fiji is? Oh, good. Come again. Fiji is located in the South Pacific, north of Auckland and southwest of Samoa. And it took us more than 36 hours to arrive to Addis Ababa. But I'm in a position to sit in front of you and talk. So if I may make any mistake, please pardon me for that. Like Fiji, we have two main islands, Bitelevu and Manuelevu. But in total we have more than 300 islands. And majority of them are small islands. And I think some of them are not inhabited. It's available for any buyers that want. But we have to go through the system. And but the people living in these small islands are small farmers. And whatever they are planting and farming is traditional method. And if you want to go into a organized market like Australia, New Zealand, or US, then you have to get it certified by a third-party certification, which is not easy to get in. However, like other countries in the world, we also getting pressure on food, clean food production. Now, some of the reasons are that our population is increasing rapidly, so we have to feed them with clean food. Impact of climate change, I think some of the islands which are low-lying atolls getting inundated with water. And urbanization is a fast-growing thing, and which is taking a lot of good fertile land for buildings and things like that, and not much land is available for producing good vegetables. I think also is the impact of media in advertising the use of certain foods and drinks in the supermarket. And when the children see these advertisements, they say, mommy, daddy, that's what I want. So it's happening in us as well. And too much reliance on imported food is we are not producing enough. So we were importing by 20-foot containers, now it's gone to 40-foot containers. And it is increasing, and supermarkets in the urban areas are the fastest developing thing. So we're importing a lot. So bearing all that in mind, I'll come back to organic food production. Now organics in Fiji, I've been trying for last 10 years to get it going. But hardly there is much support. And there are big companies who are producing, using the smallholder to get the produce, mostly it's in the wild, the collection system, bring it down and get it certified as organic by external auditors from Australia and New Zealand. Some of the crops are like Bajan coconut oil. Most of the islands don't have any chemical fertilizers they're producing. Noni juice as a health juice, and vanilla and some spices. There are central companies getting it. And fruit puree, mango, banana, and guava. I think there's one company getting it and getting certified organically and sending overseas. However, when you are selling in international market, they need a third-party certification. And as I've said, you have to get them from Australia and New Zealand, and it's costing them. And you have to do it every year. If it's once, then you can. I think Andy in Samoa is very successful in some of these things. But I think, I know of Andy, he has been working on it more than 15 years. And I think they have made a very good success on the virgin coconut oil for body works. At the moment, looking at the smallholder and the small islands, I'd like to thank IFPRI. Through them we have managed to get some funding to South Pacific Commission, the Secretary of Pacific Community, and POETCOM, is Pacific Organic Ethical Trade Communities. And we are looking at organic papaya in Nandi. We have about 40 farmers, smallholder groups, getting into producing papaya. I think we have some papaya for breakfast in the kitchen. But our papaya, I think, is the best eating all around. We call it, we brand naming it as Fiji Red Papaya, although it's a Hawaiian variety called Sunrise Solo. But the Pacifica brand and that Pacific brand and the Fiji Red brand is gaining us the market, and now we're trying to get it as organic. Now, most of the fresh produce, send it organically. It's not that easy because we have barriers. We have problem of shelf life, and then we have problem of biosecurity, quarantine, restrictions. You cannot just pick it, put it in the carton and send it. But Fiji is fortunate. I've been running a high temperature force-year quarantine treatment for last 18 years. And now if we can grow organic papaya, we can treat it fresh and sell it overseas. So I think that is the one. And this IFPRI and POETCOM. And the other thing with the vegetables, we are trying to produce the net houses. I think green leafy vegetable is the one that mostly used is fresh. So that one, I think the future not only for Fiji, the whole Pacific lies in organic growing and value added because of the remoteness and because of the transportation and because of the area. So I think with that few notes, and coming to my colleague, the lady there, hoteliers, we cannot sell Fiji anymore. Plenty of sunshine, nice clean beaches, clean water, smiling faces, but I think they need clean water and clean food. So I think that have to be included in this. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.